Growth hormone is one of the most important hormones in our body, secreted by anterior pituitary. As the name suggests, it is responsible for the growth and development of an organism. It is a small protein, about 191 amino acids long. Unlike all other hormones of pituitary, which acts on target glands, growth hormone acts directly on almost all the tissues of our body, promoting their growth, like increasing the cell size, increased mitosis, differentiation of certain cell types, and so on. Other than causing growth of the body, growth hormone has multiple metabolic effects, like it stimulates increased deposition of protein in tissues, it enhances fat utilization for energy, it decreases carbohydrate utilization, thus conserving carbohydrates in our body, it stimulates cartilage and bone growth. Let's see these effects one by one in detail. Growth hormone enhances protein deposition in body by increasing the rate of protein synthesis. It enhances the transport of amino acids through cell membrane and thus increases the concentration of amino acids in the interior of cell, making them available for protein synthesis. It also increases the rate of transcription, therefore more mRNA is available for translation. Growth hormone enhances fat utilization for energy by mobilizing fatty acids from adipose tissues and increasing their concentration in body fluids. In tissues, it converts fatty acids into acetyl coenzyme A. Thus, under the influence of growth hormone, fats are used for energy in preference to carbohydrates and proteins. Growth hormone's ability to promote fat utilization and protein deposition in tissues causes increase in lean body mass. Next metabolic effect of growth hormone is on carbohydrate metabolism. It decreases carbohydrate utilization in body by decreasing glucose uptake in tissues like skeletal muscles, increasing glucose production in liver. This leads to increased blood glucose concentration. This effect of growth hormone is therefore known as diabetogenic. Increased blood glucose concentration results in compensatory increase in insulin secretion. But in this case, insulin is unable to function. Why this occurs is not known, but it is believed that growth hormone induced increase in fatty acids concentration in blood impairs insulin actions on tissue glucose utilization. This is known as growth hormone induced insulin resistance. Therefore, excess growth hormone secretion can produce metabolic disturbances similar to those found in patients with type 2 diabetes. Last effect of growth hormone is on growth of skeletal mass. It promotes the lengthening of long bones, and once the bony fusion between the epiphysis and the shaft takes place, no further lengthening of bones occur and just deposition of protein takes place, maintaining the thickness of the bones. Most of the growth hormone effects are carried out by means of small proteins called somatomedins or insulin-like growth factors, which the growth hormone causes the liver to form. Most important is somatomedin C or IGF-1. Example, in pygmies of Africa, congenital inability to synthesize significant amount of somatomedin C is found. Therefore, even though plasma concentration of growth hormone is normal in these patients, growth is impaired and they have small stature or height. Regulation of growth hormone secretion. Exact mechanism is not known, but certain factors are important. For example, it increases during the period of growth of an individual till adolescence. After adolescence, it slows down with age and becomes very less in old age. State of nutrition is also very important. For example, in children suffering from kwashiorkor, due to cellular protein depletion, increased secretion of growth hormone takes place. Hypoglycemia or low concentration of fatty acid in blood is a potent stimulator of growth hormone secretion. Other important factors are like exercise, trauma, etc. Abnormalities of growth hormone secretion. Hyposecretion of growth hormone results in dwarfism, and hypersecretion of growth hormone results in gigantism and acromegaly. Dwarfism is due to generalized deficiency of anterior pituitary secretion during childhood. Rate of development is reduced, that is, a child who has reached the age of 10 years may have the bodily development of a child of age 4 to 5 years. If only growth hormone is deficient, these persons may mature sexually and reproduce. In gigantism, large quantity of growth hormone is produced. All body tissue grow rapidly, including bones, so height of these people is more than normal height and may reach up to 8 feet. Patient generally has hyperglycemia, and so due to increased demand of insulin, beta cells of islets of Langerhans become overactive and may degenerate eventually. This results in development of diabetes mellitus in such patients. If hypersecretion of growth hormone occurs after adolescence, say due to development of tumor in pituitary, the person does not grow taller. Since the epiphyses of long bones have fused with the shafts by now, but the bones become thicker and soft tissues continue to grow. This condition is known as acromegaly. Enlargement of bones of hands, feet, jaws, nose, etc. takes place, and person looks abnormal, like he has protruded jaws, forehead slants forward, fingers are thick, etc. And soft tissues like tongue, liver, etc. also becomes enlarged.